Can you say you've ever felt guilty about getting rid of stuff? I can.
So ready to get this just one thing removed. There seems to be some blockers here, like short-temperedness and just kind of chaos, and it's just trying to keep, this stuff really does hold something in your mental space. And so I just got to get there, get it out, and get it over with, because this is not what I want to fill my space with. Mama, I've got blessings, not stuff. Okay, so we're going to dump all this stuff off from yesterday. And I want to go through some things. Gifts. And like, I mean, right now we're a small channel, so a lot of people watching this actually know us and could have possibly given us some of this stuff. So there's maybe a thought process, a guilt factor, discomfort, something saying that, like, oh no, how's this gonna work? This is, you know, like, don't create resentment. Okay? So whatever emotion you may be feeling, and you may not be doing this on a public scale, but you may think, like, what if they come over? Well, let's address that one. If they come over and see this gone, has it served your purpose? Has it served the purpose of the gift? Like right now, I have kids that are growing. So if I receive something and it was awesome, or even less awesome, it doesn't matter. Has it served its purpose? Check. Time to get rid of it. Just saying. So now here you're going to go and say to yourself, but what do I tell them? Is it a gift? If it's a gift, it's time for you to take ownership of it. It is not theirs, okay? So getting rid of your stuff is your choice, right? Yes, it's your choice. So now we've addressed two thoughts that just came to my mind. I don't really know what's coming to your mind. Maybe put it in the comments and see if we can help you kind of correctly rationalize it. I don't know. But don't be irrational, okay? So it would be irrational for me to say, what if they see I don't have it? Or what if they're watching my channel right now and seeing that I'm getting rid of it? That was one of the prettiest outfits given to JC. It was given. It was gifted. It has served its purpose. So I have ownership of something. I have now used it, and it is now time to move forward from it. I don't need resentment. Let's stop the resentment stuff. Because if I'm having to hold on to this thing, and I'm just like frustrated, don't know what to do with it, store it up in the attic, but it's still a clutter in my brain, even out of sight, out of mind is not necessarily true. Yes, I understand my attic is there, but I have to spend money on a tote. I have to put it in there. What if a mouse gets in it? What if a raccoon gets in my attic? I don't know. I've heard crazy stories about attics. This is my first one to have on my own. Now, we grew up with an attic, but so think about it like this. If you're going to sit there and say, what am I doing with this thing? And am I going to resent having it? Don't let that be a problem. You don't need resentment towards something that is yours and has been enjoyed, because when it's no longer enjoyable, it's time to move past that. And if that means donating it, and maybe once you get the hang of this, more of those things you can pass on. Like right now, I'm doing such a just got to purge and merge to a new lane. So right now, I feel a little, just a little, let's just say that, about getting rid of this much stuff. It's okay. My goal could be that in time, if I have that gorgeous dress that is one of the favorites and it no longer serves a purpose in my home and it may start to build up resentment, it is time to do what with it? Pass it on to a place of not resentment, a home where it's enjoyed, a season where it's needed. So I can't do that so much right now with knowing that, but how can I tell myself that dropping this off at a location that helps others through profit is not going to be a season of those things? Enjoyment, not resentment, usefulness. I can't see that, but maybe in the future I'll be able to say, oh, such and such would benefit from this, as I like people doing that for me. Sarah Beth, would you like this? So, calm down. You're doing right. It'll feel better. It's harder to take off than it is to autopilot. But you can't go autopilot and take off. So give your energy and your strength right now on this takeoff journey and get rid of stuff. Declutter. Decompress is what you'll find. This stuff, out of sight, out of mind, ends up becoming in space, that's in sight, that's in mind. And if it's no longer yours, that's the only way to get it out of sight and out of mind. You cannot have out of sight, out of mind, because it's in mind, it's out of sight. Ownership is what matters. You cannot tell me that if you own something and you lost it and it is out of sight, that you don't have it in your mind. That's why. Because you own it. If you own these things and you have ownership of them, if a thief robbed you of it, it would burden you mentally. It could affect you physically. Out of sight, out of mind is not really the correct way to look at this. Don't shove it in some box and think it's neatly organized, put away. It's going to bleed over into other things if you keep that mentality. I can tell you. People would rather, and if not, they may not be that healthy of a person, but people would rather you be enjoying life, because it's short, than enjoying resentment. That's an oxymoron or something. What would it be called? I don't know. I'm not an English person. Even with homeschooling, I'll get there one day. But that's crazy. Who enjoys resentment? Nobody does. So let's move forward past resentment. What felt good?
Down in there, and we got to help put up our toys.
All right, so now, JC, you said something really wise and smart. What was that about the toys?
We're not giving them away. We're going to give them to other kids.
All right. Cool beans. It felt so freeing. I don't know why this consumer world took over, except it feeds a desire in us, but it doesn't feed a lasting desire. And so that was so freeing. And I've done this mess before. I have got stuff by the groves and donated it. But what's different this time is this millennium. I know, I'm sorry, I keep saying millennium. What's done it now that feels better is I'm not done. So the millennium. Say it for me, kids.
Millennium.
No, not millennium. Minimalist.
Minimalist.
All right, minimalist. This minimalist stuff is not over. It's not that I'm going to, this time next year, have to get rid of that much stuff again. I'm not holding on to stuff any length of time. So, no, I'm not getting rid of our fridge. But this is a pretty cool freeing experience to think about what I can do from here. So, like I said, today I have got rid of the stuff from yesterday. And they were very appreciative of it, and they were very blown away at how much it was. Y'all, I know easily that was 500 items. And I can guarantee you it was well over 500 items just because of the clothes.
Where else do we need to go?
So we're done. We got chicken feed. We're going to go home and do some animal chores. And then we are going to head back in the house and do the kitchen. But I am going to come up with how this is going to look for my household. I've not watched a lot of this stuff. I don't spend a lot of time. We don't even have signal inside the house, so I can't spend a lot of time researching this. I don't have a book on it. I got other books to read, so I'm just skimming the surface of what I've heard, what little videos, what little idea. I've had a desire to be a millenniumist for a while. Minimalist, not a millennium. I get that mixed up because growing up, good job, Bubba. Because growing up, millenniums is something being said, and you hear millenniums now, but minimalist, gotta say it. But I'm gonna scream it, not really. This is extremely freeing because I'm not done. I've done this mess before. I once got rid of 11 garden-sized trash bags of toys because we had an excess of it, and I wouldn't even go in the areas where they were. So, done it before. But what was not freeing about that is I was not about to go through my entire house and just own what I need or what I honestly absolutely desire. So I'm going to be excited to go home and sit down and write out the things that I need and get my own game plan, and along the way I'll get to research a couple of things here and there. But come along with us, viewers. What are you getting rid of today? Has this inspired you? That was a whole lot of stuff.
Just about, you do not need to care about your toys. You need to care about the true God. Toys are just a thing of sin. You need to get rid of them. Give them to kids that are homeless just because of sin.
Okay, so let's say this, Bubba. Are all toys sin?
No.
Can we have fun with toys?
Yes.
What toys do we have fun with?
God's toys.
Okay. Well, what's a toy at home we have right now?
The movie.
A movie, so we have some movies that are not sinful.
Lights.
Is everything in moderation?
No.
We talk about food. Is it wrong to eat too much food? Is it wrong to not eat enough food? Yeah. So, should we have toys in moderation? Yes. Are they enjoyable in moderation?
But just having a bike and 2 bike helmets and a football, and if you're like me and you need a fish and you want a fish tank,
It's totally what?
super good.
All right. So let's answer me this. Let's talk about this one. All right. Did y'all enjoy having all those things in your room and being in trouble all the time and not being able to walk on your floor? So is that the buzzard no? Is that the no buzzard? Has it been easier to clean your room with less tears, less stress, less hollering? Because I'm a loud mom. Now, I don't know that I'm always hollering, but I'm just loud. No, I ain't going to show them all that. We got to hide some secrets from viewers. Silas, do you like having books or toys? Huh? You like having your books and a bulldozer? That smile meant yes.